Okie dokie. Hello. Welcome back. Hope everybody had a good day. We're about midway through the week now. And we're going to do some more Disco Elysium today. So, last time, we embarrassed ourselves almost immediately after walking out of their apartment. We tried to flirt with, I think it was a singer at the I don't even know what to call it. I guess a motel we were staying at. Completely embarrassed ourselves. No coming back from that one. Uh, got bullied by lots of people. Got bullied by two children. Got bullied by people in our precinct and in the other precinct for both losing our badge and also losing our gun. Don't know how we did that. And tried to get the body of a dead man out of the tree, which we failed at so far. So today, we're going to see what we can do to remedy that. And we will be getting some help from our partner, Kim. But we'll get into things here in just a moment. I'm going to get some water. Whew. All right. So let's see how we can muck things up today. What's this? Oh. I think it's working. Okay. Start it up. Let's flip this over. Okie dokie. Let's get started. So I think we're trying to see if it's an Evolutor.
Another thing. Great. Yes.
You see a heavy steel door. The cobalt blue. The door doesn't.
Okay. So we still can't do nothing with the door. That's okay. No problem. Alright, let's check the journal. Whew. There's a lot of shit here. Okay, so you need people. That armor boost. Get the body down. Call it a station. I'm not doing that again. So we're good on that one. Pay for damages. Okay, that seems pretty easy. And info on the gun. Okay.
Hello again, sweetie.
The worker, isn't it?
Okay, upstairs. Perhaps.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you. He doesn't like where this is going.
Oh, it is there. Alright, we're not gonna be a creep and just open the door, but we will check out this. Oh, there's the. Whoa, there's the window. So I said I broke the window. I don't think I broke the window. But the window is definitely broken, so let's go back in the room.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Shit, I might have broke the window.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. The shoe you found on the balcony fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
Mystery solved. I'm the greatest cop of all time. Alright, what else is new?
And maybe, just maybe, you succeeded. We
Yeah,
don't know.
clearly
Maybe
I was trying to hit
you
the
were trying
perp.
to smash your own reflection in the window pane.
Oh. Inland Empire kicking my ass today, man. I don't like that. We just got started. It doesn't matter. I'm still not paying for the fucking window. Forget that. Wait, was that a phone? Hold on. Is this a phone? It feels like it's a phone, but I can't interact with it, so I guess we're just gonna keep going. It says this is have I checked the journal?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by... Just relax. The two sides of the board are slightly... The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know... Without resistance or sound, the two ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
What? Okay.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Okay, what's the
Thin
card?
wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored, a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe throw it away, please. Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Okay.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on. To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
What? It's just a title card, right? I didn't die, did I?
There is nothing.
What? Are you for real?
Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Hold on.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
The cool when you're dead.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow, because it's always there.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Beautiful.
they would let you. Until you disintegrate into biomolecules. No. Someone...
Yes.
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Oh, so I'm not dead. Okay. Good.
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your palm.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body...
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of...
What happened? That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonus.
Wait, so wait, hold on. Not that one. Inventory.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, one bot...
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or what. You need a bag, I guess. Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there.
Alright, what do you know?
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got like...
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. No.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
I tried to relate. Didn't work out.
I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but a warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescence.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Alright. Know about a lady.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma. St. Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals. St. Baptiste, pharmaceuticals.
Scab? I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and... Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You could...
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Wait, do we know what time that they have the meeting? Is it 3 or is it 2? Just checking here. First up, my shit is freaking out. What's you like medium? Yeah.
Yes?
All right. So it's probably an hour then. So let's talk to the union dudes. Do want to check this out though. Pate.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organize. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. Mum says it's necessary to do both, because it builds character. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being
Behind
Cursed.
you, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt.
cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case. But
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Alright. See you, kid.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types and endless variety of... There's also a large... There's a box that says, Wirral, 3rd edition.
Wonderful Browbritter.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Then don't.
Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just... For playing with friends, I'd recommend...
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks, featuring an extremely muscular sword with...
Oh, blood and violence. At last, if you're a novice of...
Yeah, books. Okay, cool. Dark corner, eh? Sounds like time for a flashlight. Yep, that's the dark corner, right? Alright. Good job, flashlight. Alright, lady.
Welcome to crime, romance, and bio... Be welcome, and please take
A
responsibility.
golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times. I am the proudest owner of our little...
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing wonderful? Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how could...
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
Fuck it,
My
I was covered
precious,
for her.
Her dedication brings joy to my heart.
Covered for the
If you
kid.
have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The
Yeah,
woman
lady.
before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her.
Let's not get the kid in trouble. What's this?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to an...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
This is some witch shit, man. Something stinks here. It's not the
Something
fish.
notices it suspiciously. There is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time.
Alright,
Just
we're
as
pulling these
you're
open.
about to pull apart the curtains,
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
I think we got another suspect here. In fact, this might be... I might put her in number one suspect for me, honestly.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust.
Did you need to tell me what the fuck is going on before I open the curtains?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance. I already told you. It's just just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the book. It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy. And their malicious spirit... There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed...
Sounds familiar. She nudges her glasses, anxious and tense.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the ward. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not... Oh, this! No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shaman. There are numerous...
Okay, this chick is crazy.
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar...
Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley. Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Lady, you wouldn't know a charlatan if they walked into here and sold you that pendant. Which they did.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly.
Hey now, hey. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
The what?
Do not act surprised. You know of the inside.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite...
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
All right, what do you think, Kem?
Yes?
Okay, nothing. All right. See what this is about.
You see a set of tattered curtains. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash.
Oh!
Okay, they got talismans on the door. What's this? Ghostly. So what's a hair dryers? So it's a hair salon before? Vaguely androgynous portrait of a man, okay?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door...
I'm not gonna make Kem go first. What the fuck?
What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Sounds good.
A barbell lies on the floor. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Why does it feel so familiar? No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber. There's a memory from another life. When
I'm not gonna pick that shit up. I wanna fucking pull something. Look how old I am. There's no way. Alright, so those are stairs. There's nothing else here. Alright. Let's move on up. Always blocked off by all window panes and debris. I was gonna say I heard footsteps, so I guess that's Kem. Yeah, I'll take the money. Hell yeah.
your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard, some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of translucent Welkins, with organs shining under them. Who are all those creatures? One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just look at those details.
And for what? Or the photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see
This is
permafrost
somebody's
in
fucking
glacial
original D&D
landforms.
character, man.
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, albeit dark and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its own. A pinned postcard reads, "This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, and your eyes glide over. Forced. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: call in, tune out, Wirral untethered, and he."
All right.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6. UKV unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. Perhaps. The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can, whoever decides to call in to a call, all of this is gone.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble.
Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. So you don't mean this one? Okay, so stairs going up. Alright, so let's check this room.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. We have one of these down at the station, but I never...
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing it's empty like a beehive without the filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, a bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? The static gets louder, slowly filling up.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the term. One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. Any other questions? The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? If you are unsure, could you please take a look? Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is good.
You should ask her for a hint.
No. Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to.
Now, can you please repeat? Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords ever work.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like firefly.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these...
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the... Not to my knowledge. They make automated games, but I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. Which is... Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep...
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grump. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his... The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten... You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Okay.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Thank you, Cam.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes.
Oh, good eye, Cam.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs, rummaging around.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your... Take it. You're a police officer.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence.
He likes this find.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a...
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detect... Someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer.
Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our... I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fleet. Yes?
Oh, no.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid. But if you want to try again...
Equip the pry bar by go...
No.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream. Turning the crank feels oddly... It's all gone now. You'll never... What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fact?
Interesting.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and something close to you died.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't. This orange machine, you slip your fingers under the frozen. If you want to try again.
Equip the pry bar.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Sure. Okay.
Only the red cable is plugged. An electric sizzle. This orange machine is dead. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed. You see the pry bar's metal hand.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it. But this ice cream maker... I have no idea, officer.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty.
Alright, let's go over here then. Unequip that. Go over here.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Ow.
It's dark and grimy here. In the
Don't know
darkness
why I did
you
that.
can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices.
What are you doing? Wait, really? You should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Yeah, we don't want to know we're coming now, do we? So let's not yell. So someone's squatting here.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded. This must be where the entity lives. As before, what an odd thing to do. Nothing, still nothing. Those curtains proved to be surprisingly sturdy.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there.
Are you for... ooh, okay. Okay, I guess we gotta yell. And not break our fingies. Hmm?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. You muster all your strength, and yet you're dehydrated, hunger, a lifetime of smoking and drink. The chatter from the chimney continues on, and then again. Maybe.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later. You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected, but malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Put points into physical instrument. Really sucks I missed that one, but okay. Let's get out of here then. See about the union people? Nada. Okay. Or I may have missed it.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
I'm not talking to the scab. Are you for real? Oh, looks like I might not have a choice here. Talk to the scab leader, man. Alright.
Bastards! We have a right. Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strike breakers together. Shows authorities. Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, we have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through me.
What are you talking about? I'm not tense.
Seem pretty tense, bud.
Yes, he's tense.
Same tense as hell.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. We should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us Work!
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Body still hanging in the tree? I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of past.
Beneath the jolliness, he suddenly
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. And you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's... sure.
Cam, I need backup. Immediately. Give me your gun, Cam.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally...
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger. Because that is precisely the negligence that has led you reek of it. An invisible sword of Valhul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What?
Show him the ham still got it.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How you gave the world eugenics, electricity. You dominated. Listen.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Cam, give me my gun.
Inexplicably potato-obsessed Koikos. You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Cam.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
We still need to get into the harbor. Yes? What do you want to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a...
His disdain is clear.
You don't know. I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. What's there to say? It's just stupidity. Was there anything else you wanted to know? Good.
Last we saw, your race was beat. Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of his. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands, and to Boogies. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your micros. Racists are generally not very good example. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel. Your silence betrays your inferiority. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He also, to serve, is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not?
Nah, disco, baby.
Of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one. There always is.
Race is...
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what are you? Deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time with a sudden flash, the world freezes around you.
Oh shit, I can internalize that? I mean, my intelligence is already shit, so I mean, why not?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let you...
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets. That's understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage and an intellectual giant of race theory.
Can I just get the gun?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you've wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate, or calling in tactical air support.
Because we don't have air support.
I get it. Hush hush about this.
Something changes in his disposition.
Alright, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there. Out of solidarity. First, don't fight him. Obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of...
Maybe that would work.
I don't wanna, bro. I just wanna, like, fucking shoot him, man. Make him submit to my authority, you know?
Your race descent has only worsened since the last.
Just try again. This is one of those things with a wise sage. That's understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage and an intellectual.
Fucking hell. Alright, we're making the strike.
What a wandering man.
Who's this guy?
Can I help you?
Ooh. Okay. Save, I guess. Shoot the damn thing down, bro.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with...
Of course. You have, because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Your lost copper come back.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my... Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody.
You can still see the top of her hat.
Fuck does Kuno care?
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is...
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno, you should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep...
You okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means... Yeah? That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno, you wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Come in here.
Yes, this troubadour has it.
Fuck are you talking about?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing?
He's thinking the kid has amassed quite the vocabulary of law enforcement terms, but he's not going to stick his nose into this. Good. That's what the lieutenant from Precinct 57 would have done as well.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost.
Kuno doesn't...
Yeah, right. Okay. I think we might have to break the strike. Wait, what's this?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. hear is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from you ring the doorbell, but looks like someone has melted half the plastic off. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has...
Yes, hello. This is Tracy Penny. Have you come to place an order?
This doesn't sound right.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look.
It's you.
It's a woman. And no, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Okay, some weird shit's happening now.
Ever since I came to work here,
A spot of static overrides her word.
it's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally get...
She sounds like she's about to cry. You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
That's some weird shit, bro.
Silence. No, silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. An off-key melody. Stop.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different all right. Maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so... There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you.
Wait. Is she...
Michelle. Why did you even call? I don't understand.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind...
Ever since I came... As if my mind's been wiped clean.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Oh wait, I leveled up. Okay, hold on.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes.
Hello?
You've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you.
You hear a low rumble upstairs.
After you, officer.
Hell yeah. Okay, wait. Anti Physique, half-life, half-light. Oh, wait. There it is. Oh god. She's a D&D person. Just like me!
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. So what kind of dye are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and now.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice.
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about a dead body? We might... The lieutenant looks at his notebook.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Did I say it was a Sunday? Hold on.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have... It's really hard to make anything.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside
Okay.
the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a...
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. Does it mean she's unlawfully occupying a part of the house?
Creative.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, no, this shit stinks, bro.
I was just about to ask, what do you...
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
Super Cop strikes again. Case solved.
I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific? Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. They certainly took their work very seriously. If the usual, they ran out of... Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
The dice is black and filled with...
Anything else? They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor, the usual I imagine. But he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them. Just...
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been... Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Pranks can be eerie. Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No, why would Slipstream SEA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense.
I'm trying my best to piece things together myself.
I'm still convinced it was nothing.
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's... Sure, I'm listening. Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest, and by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if...
Sounds like she really did. Fritta does the same thing.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about... And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. You did what? Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even the taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion. It's an imaginary beast by telling you to do more drugs.
A wise and noble beast. Guiding you towards the land where the streets are paved.
The streets are paved with Percocet.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck. Strangely exciting.
Ah, the fucking tie.
But it doesn't feel particularly fun.
What? Right. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Another felt there used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the material. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big
Bug
in
activists and
and naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
you think I think about the ramifications of stepping on an ant, bro? I have a very simple rule when it comes to bugs. If they're outside, I will not kill them. If they're inside, I also will not kill them. But that's only and only if I don't see them. If you're just chilling in the corner, doing your own thing, or you're completely out of sight, we're good. But the second you dare to crawl across me, and even worse, to crawl on me, right? You signed your death warrant, man. Like, it's gotta go. Like, the fucking, the chancla, the slipper, it comes out with a vengeance. And we've been getting lots of centipedes. Like, it's been warming up now. All the bugs want to start coming inside. Nice and air-conditioned house, you know. Nah. As long as we keep that rule in place, man, no bugs will die on my watch. I mean,
At least it had some
I agree.
spark to it. Most young designers just combine lace with leather.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the...
Anything else? Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here.
Working class men
Turns
don't
out
like
that working
genderless.
class men don't like
Jesus.
genderless haircuts. They're scared of that.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Me neither.
It
I
looks
just
good on
want
you,
off
it looks
my
good on
face.
you. But I understand. Not wanting to do an experimental haircut, bro. Or not wanting to be the first one.
It
Alright,
wasn't
what's the
really
gem?
a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yeah, I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. You mean Mr. Fabron?
But what drugs exactly?
Alright, I'm gonna flip a coin for this one. Heads, we ask about the drugs. Tails, we don't. Alright, we're asking about the drugs.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I
His
wouldn't
own
recommend
supply.
it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Okay, that's a pretty big trade-off.
Even you can probably do better than that.
Right.
You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with old piss, stuffing a sad, stiff-legged raccoon dog. The entire scene looks tragic.
Alright, broke
Oh,
window.
this one's a mess. Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it. It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with...
What does she mean? To get off on
Oh,
it?
Jesus.
The ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? How did I become one? It was a bit... Some of my friends were roleplaying. Not especially. I like working with rare materials.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Give me the cursed die.
What do you mean by cursed? Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real.
7 real?
Cursed die. Maybe
Lady,
you
you
have
crazy.
some other ideas for die? No need
Yeah,
to rush.
let me think about it. 7 real?
Some kind of superstar.
What?
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day.
50.
In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
Hell yeah. Learning cap for suggestion raise is 6. 6 for electrochemistry, 6 for composure, and 6 for visual calculus, but logic is down by 1. No problemo. You heard me. Alright. Threatens my masculinity. Okay. Alright, lady.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus? Yes, yes. How was it?
The Charnel House of Failed Business Enterprises leeching life energy from the store.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been fucked. What else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity? A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where...
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
Let me peel back the curtain for this lady real quick. There was another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it, but for now, it will cause you no harm.
A third order presence, yes.
A great dark relief washes over her.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in public.
The puppet master pulls all of our strings.
I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, May the Lord be with you.
Well, this has been absolutely educational.
Yes. The venture continues.
Should we get out of here before the vortex collapses?
Yep. Somehow you gotta play along, you know? You know what I mean? Kim. Alright. I'm fixing up to beat this dude's ass. Because I need to get into that harbor. Alright. So what are we dealing with here? Flashlight. You can put the flashlight away. Oh, there's money in the ground. Go back. Get that money.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles.
I don't want a raincoat.
A colorful display of cigarettes there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But
Don't ask, don't look, don't do. Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
No. Not yet. After the job.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
okay, here. Okay, here. Okay, here.
But
I hope
3 those. Use 1. Let's go attempt to kick this guy's ass. Right. Here we go. Let's drop a save here. And see what we can do.
Your race descent has only worsened.
Those are pretty good odds.
You have really let yourself go.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Wait. No, I can use this. If I can say help, it look like it'll be a jump that can do this.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple.
The words to the song have changed.
Your hand twists in his...
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may... I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook. There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done. Let's think of something else.
No. You should do it again.
Your race descent has only worsened since the last song.
Fuck!
You have really let yourself go.
It has happened again.
Another fit of criminal rage.
Your fist cracks in...
The words to the song have...
Your hand twists.
Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Please, stop doing this.
Your race
Damn it, Cam, where was my backup?
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now? The little boy had a good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To seek...
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officer.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful. He is not tracking down pieces of armor.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin
Think I can't catch a coin? Let's go!
The swallow returns.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment. You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though. Nothing to worry about really. The jam's a bit of a mess. I'm always glad to help out when possible.
Ideologies aside and how you feel about unions aside, he's a pretty solid guy, man. He gave me $1 or a real, basically $1. Money, more money.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. Large ash.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our... Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Alright. Let's see what.
Is this about the questions again?
No. I need more
A
healing.
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste make.
That one. Ah, Christ. Okay. Now, which races? Is it driving races or is it fighting races?
Something odd? Come to tell me to fuck. Oh man, that's great. God man. Thanks for that, but no.
Okay, I mean, I'll take the XP.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Fuck you. Okay. Talk to anti-union dude. Is it you?
Nice. Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Okay. Jim? Or not Jim, Kim. I need you to back me up with this one, brother. We're gonna try one last time to knock this guy out.
Your race descent has only worsened since the last soldier.
Alright,
You have
alright,
really
alright,
let
alright.
yourself
We can do it.
go.
We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Fuck!
It has happened again.
Another fit of criminal rage. Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Please, stop doing it.
Oh, Christ. Okay. I don't think it gets much better than that unless I level up. Oh, God. Okay. So, journal. You lied to me. Armor. Yes, okay.
Hello again, officer. Oh, okay.
Oh, I can look at it again. Again.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material. Eaten. It's nothing.
Alright. What's up with this little shit here? Hello?
Fuck does Kuno care? So?
You should thank him.
North Jamrock. Kuno meant everything north of 881. The rooster fucked Kuno's words up. Kuno doesn't...
Kuna appreciates you recognizing him as the sovereign of Jamrock.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked. But after this shit, you better have something...
Yeah, real interesting.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you... Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Shoot that shit at Kuno, dumpster diver. Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. No, it's not fucking...
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climbed the...
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse. That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
The fuck are you talking about?
Trying to get you to talk gimp, Kuno. Don't talk.
Inner eye. Fuck are you talking about?
They're trying to make you feel...
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah. Okay, Kuno. Yep. Alright, let's talk to Gardner. It might help with the shack too.
Hello again, officer.
Nope. Okay. Behold the power of my pry bar. What's this shit?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because it's nice and orderly, it reveals no secret.
Oh, fuck off. I can't get nothing, huh? Ah!
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager.
If she could, this woman would. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you. Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but
Wonderful.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the...
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back. I hope you're able to pawn that old Of course, dear.
What
the
you do,
man
bud?
ponders his cook. He looks up at you, then looks away. Shrugging is an international sign for... You see...
Okay, but I don't even know where I would go to pawn it.
Can I help you?
Oh, wait. I can't tell him that
Can
it's
I
connected.
help another thing. Great. Yes.
No.
The worker. The worn and beaten.
We can sit on benches.
You can revisit the bench.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily... The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thank...
I don't know how that worked, but cool.
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet? Oh, that's great. I hope exciting adventures lie ahead.
What's this?
This coin-operated viewer is... The metal feels cold and wet under your palm.
Probably some kids.
Alright, what's y'all's deal?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every...
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're all...
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and... That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
A critical fail, huh?
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer.
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing.
What are you talking about? You just executed...
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass? Probably because those rooster pants are squeezing you senseless. Whatever happened to practical?
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law in Martinez. The union is the law. Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost...
But this dude.
I have really outdone myself.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat...
René, it's a lit... Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance of this fine... Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the union.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything.
Respect?
I'm not.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of union...
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? Evrard Claire. Everyone in Martinez knows the Claire brothers.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only...
The old soldier mumbles something.
Let's try not to get caught in the crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is...
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard...
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. I hate the socialist rabble. But even siding with them...
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something... Oh, nothing official, I assure you.
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say.
No, thank you. Sure, officer. No, thank you. Oh, the goal is to throw you bull. As close... That's the cochonnet. Well, first, you... Then, the players, and you'll put that knowledge to good use in 20...
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now? Hurry up, then.
Sure, officer.
tear machine. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? The tear machine stands in the corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. I mean, talk to this guy again.
Hello again, my man.
Suppose I can go this way, yeah? Oh, was that? Slogan.
An old monument stands in a silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III. Not a good track record of mental health in that family. What did he do? You have no idea what you did high above you.
Let's fucking go! Behold. The absolute peak condition. Ooh, money.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe no response. Wherever this woman is, your word.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just...
Alright, Cam, sure, bud. This time for sure. He's going down.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let your...
To put points into it again? Oh, are you for real? Look at my top. Alright. Fine, fine, fine. Let's try and go around then.
Right to work! Right to...
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. You have no clue. So many...
Dang. That was almost a perfect. Sure. Yeah, I see you, punk.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig.
What's
There
here?
must be another way into the building.
Damn, that was loud. Flashlight. No. some health. And not go in the greenhouse? Okay, let's go here. I see you. I didn't know I could zoom out.
You see a young man on a balcony.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette. Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat. He keeps stealing.
All right, but make it quick. Once.
By God, this young man has the body of a decathlete. His life.
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme.
We will remove the body as soon as
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question.
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching. He doesn't reply. Gesturing no with his cigarette.
My name?
Martin Martinez. Good local name. Let's go with that.
Occasionally. Why? No. I just like to look good.
He gives you a honeyed smile.
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on. What's that? It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to. If we find a way inside the building.
Rock. Of course.
Stone, like any. There's a key beneath it. Rock.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. We'll just have to go in and see.
My logic is shit, isn't it? It's a 0. Pretty cool. But I think we want the thing to still be up there. I'll take the money. Wait, so what's the key? No, nothing. Okay. so I can't go that way. Alright, let's go back down.
This door has been closed with a padlock. The chalk drawer, it's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply... Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. This door has been closed with a padlock. The chalk... What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutter.
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
The shackle snaps.
After you, Detective.
Getting my ass kicked by these rolls, even the good ones, man.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns.
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Masovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
You hear someone walking around inside. The walking stops abruptly. You can feel tension on the other side. You hear someone, a poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a reason.
Later then, entering this door seems a physical challenge.
Oh, just robbing a place, it seems.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchi.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this den.
I'm fine. Fine.
You're still worried. It's...
Now, what do you want from me, policeman? I'm no one. If you can call it living, it's barely bigger than a clock. Ask away, policeman. No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Suit yourself, Mr. Important. No one cares about this. People come and go. I don't keep an eye on every... Oh, that one is a scientist. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his... Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. She mumbles some kind of a response. then
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Yes. I know who you mean.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying.
What's he in trouble for? Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to...
Thank you. We should go check.
Okay. So I mean, we found his room, so that's a lead at least. What's this? Nothing. What did you say to
Streets
me?
will flow red once more. A great torrent.
The streets will not flow red within.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein.
Actually, there is a shortage of people.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is the woman on the boat.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling you should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do you...
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit. What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that. You look like a shaggy dog left in... Can't you tell? I'm Peyton. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the...
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Reverse psychology, baby.
Watch your back.
Yeah, I ain't worried about you. Oh, this puts us back out here. Ah. Sure. We're at 60. Oh, wait. Okay.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of a...
Good evening, officers. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from a...
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. The Pines' core competency is logistics, container shipping, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy.
She enjoys talking about the company. It would not hurt to inquire more.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I...
$1 billion?
$20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great... You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
So, you're on a boat.
Yes, I am. The boat? No. It is called...
The word, it, feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Okay. How about Cordeleche 9? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordeleche, and its hull is 19 paces long. Why Dolores? Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the my sloop. I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Of course there are.
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up coupe.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a... It's for crossing long distances in a good...
Neither is this. A toy, I mean.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good.
Good. Quite a few things The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer,
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? Oh dear. I do believe you, naive as that may sound.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen...
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. She's a negotiator. Just float a favor.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to just...
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard buck.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
Okay, so things are falling into place now.
They're profiting from this trade.
Right.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone... Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be...
Detective, a word in private before we can...
Let's talk, Kim.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
Sounds good to me.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing.
Ingredients for what?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taken.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, man. Do you mean to say the Union also produces?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no, yes, but you won't get anything out of Everard and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link. The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local... Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview... I'll be explicit. If you find this...
You'll be indebted to her, in a way. But one step ahead of the Union in another.
How do you think they're financing this strike?
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few... Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded on...
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
We did. On more than one occasion.
We know the company has launched its own probe into...
Well, here's... Yes? Excellent. According to my reports, there are... It may come to nothing, or it... In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way. Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice...
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 rate... Yes. Jean-Luc Measurehead. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress...
And when did you...
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February.
But the strike began in...
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont.
This isn't the first time the...
Heavens, no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive. There are leaflets everywhere, and every worker, a member of the board. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision, just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are... I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening... And now, people are getting lynched,
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was...
This checks out.
Mr. Clare told him to fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before. and who was more than fair with him and the
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
The scabs? You mean the huddled if they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you.
So he did it.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more... Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks it's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their work. The Debardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must organize labor at its best, as they say. Then something
A mob. The Debardeurs are a crime syndicate.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appease, and your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs... Of course, officer. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman...
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspect... The point of the presentation is, these kind...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am.
Of course. How else can I... Of course, detective.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start.
He's down playing. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The lights unfold with a little...
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram.
There she is.
Around the borders of the watermark, the rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all
Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
There are many of them, and they are divided into three. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs all the... There are so many, it's hard to count. The last row has... That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are just...
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Yes, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some... This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got...
Got drunk like a megastar. I mean, he kind of confirmed it.
Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases, call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely, for an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? a young woman asked the man across the desk from. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do, but it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however. The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the...
You can now see your...
Show me them stats, baby! Good cop, bad cop, 6. Honor 1. Communist 1. Moralist 3. Fascist 0. Ultra liberal 0. Sorry cop 4. Superstar cop 5. Let's go. Boring cop 1. People killed 3. Cases solved 216. Years in service 18.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. But those days are behind me.
Just be straight with him.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a but.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol.
It's not a lie. It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point.
Grandma.
The woman still has her nothing. Her smile.
Alright. Graham has nothing for me. You? Nothing? None of you seen nothing, huh? What about you, huh?
Looking for something odd? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let any... You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza. Safre. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So...
There's your in. Take his side in this particular fight. He eyes you warily, unsure. Damn, it didn't work.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded?
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about since he left. I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Just follow the smell. It smells like...
Yes.
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little... His tribe are natural liars. It's in their...
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard...
Guess so.
Right to work!
The canal to here. You said south, so I assume it's this way. That makes no sense to me. Sure. There's a pawn shop.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that...
Evening, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the water lock, carving up a generous serving of... His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks.
The words, daredevil.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a water lock. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not really much else.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding them. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Yes, buy something nice, a figurine. Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of the boomboxes on the shelf look well. One especially catches your eye. This is you. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sound is the Harman Welshie W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. If police work means playing tapes.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and sea.
For sure.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Yes, officer. As you see, it was brought to me to be all...
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone.
It's not often that I see officers. What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I haven't had any problems myself.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, as you can see. I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I prompt...
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you up, and I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
You weren't quiet. You were very distraught. You said the gun was when I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then 15 real.
That's it?
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. This has got to be the most. What? There's pity there too. In case you didn't notice, the light swells in his face and glasses.
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. Truth be told...
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens...
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the Force. We have to find her.
My apologies, officer.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now.
Of course. Let me have a look. Jean-Baptiste summer dinghy rates is 31. So, what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $3.20 for it. Sure thing. So, anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any question. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for the corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I ask around the harbour.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colours.
Alright, hold on. Let me put my clothes on. Then let's ask.
How can I help you?
I'll take those odds.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's a drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
How would I know?
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster. Had to take Bullied for radiation sickness.
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. So much disappointment. And early no one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young, so I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. We were an all-volunteer force.
Tough son of a gun, this.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do. A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay jet. I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Alright, so we're about to call it here. But before that, I am going to fuck up this John Luke dude. one last time. It's time for all the marbles. So help me God. Or I'll have a heart attack. Whichever one happens, you know? I think that's what happens when you die, right? You have a fucking heart attack? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's fucking go. Are you serious?
It has happened again. The Titan has your fist locked in his hand.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words? Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
How? Literally 92%. Okay, whatever. Fucking hell, man. Oh, shit. Jesus. Alright. Oh, God. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll pick this up again tomorrow. And either we're going to get past the gate, or we're going to figure out how to get our gun back. And maybe do something with that. But as always, guys, thank you so much. And I will catch you all later.